We found Mount Vernon the same way we found each other, which is online. Mount Vernon just sort of hit every single marker that we had. So we just kind of packed up the family and headed east, and here we are. And once we finally decided that this was going to be our home, there was a lot of work that needed to be done. In order to do that, we had to kind of go in and save some of these old buildings that were, in dire need of repair. And then, I think all of that is kind of wrapped up in a desire to restore a sense of community holistically in the town. We're standing inside of M.L. Edwards and Company, which is a 100-year-old general store located in the heart of Mount Vernon, Texas. When Greg and I purchased the building in 2016, it was, falling apart. It was still original in very many ways, but the stucco was falling in, the tin ceiling was rusted through.
We walk in here before it was like this, and she'd ask me what I saw, and I thought I saw a tornado that came through here. It was a giant mess, and I asked her what she'd see, and she'd see this right here. And it's just amazing to watch her put her ideas basically on a canvas and make it come to life. And it's just amazing to watch. It's just amazing how it's turned out, and the people that continually every day congratulate her and thank her, and keep the memories alive for a lot of people who grew up in this area and who grew up in this store.
It took us about 6 months to put it back together. And so when you walk through the front doors, you're walking through the original wood storefront. You're walking on original exposed hardwood floors that are 100 years old. The original tin ceiling, I think all but 8 pieces of it are original to the building. And inside of this building, we've got a retail space, people getting married upstairs, we've got a coffee shop, and we've got a bistro. We are standing in the Emporium on Lower Main in downtown Mount Vernon. We ended up befriending the owners, who ultimately then hired us to do the remodel. It was a design challenge from our point to make sure to go out of our comfort zone and put together something that was really personal to Jeff and Amy, the owners. One of the really cool things is this, like for example, the shiplap that's behind us is, it's not just shiplap for the sake of shiplap. It has a lot of meaning to the owners. It was a family friend that had passed away, and it was wood that he had harvested out of a home that he was going to use to build his own home. And so we repurposed it here in her store. It's also in her home. But it's just a really neat story, and we're super proud of the way that it turned out. We're standing inside of the Holbrook House, which is a bed and breakfast originally built in 1890 by Thomas Holder. It's one of the oldest homes in Mount Vernon. It was in a pretty sad state. It had been partially remodeled at the time and was just kind of bare bones. And I think for us, one of the challenges with remodeling an old space is how do you kind of stay true to the historic integrity of the home while still making it suitable for modern uses like bigger kitchens, bigger doorways. We were tasked with not only making it a modern, having modern amenities like a current kitchen and things like that, but giving each bedroom its own bathroom, enlarging some of the common spaces to allow for bigger groups of guests. I think we were able to pull that off pretty nicely, and when you walk through this space, it's still a reflection of the new homeowner in many ways. These old buildings and these old homes, these old commercial hot spots have so much history in them and so many stories. There's something of value in that, and I think there's some things that are worth saving.